Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Curious Expedition. Alright, we've got 5 gold portraits that could stand to be upgraded. Could maybe have engaged in some professionalism and rolled a die before I started recording. Alright, if we roll a 6, we'll just re-roll it, and if we roll 6 again, we'll just keep re-rolling forever. But we did not. A 5 is Freya Stark, desert expert, who can always travel to a desert region. Obviously, we're looking for a desert explorer for great synergy. And we start with a Bedouin, which is fine, not awesome. Yeah, it's okay. Honestly, even if you go to a desert every time, I still don't think a Bedouin is good enough to take over, like, a British soldier or something. A cook, which is bananas, and a camel, which is cool. Always like a pack animal. And a hunting rifle. I get to start with a hunting rifle and a cook. That's awesome. Only whiskey for initial sanity restoration, but seriously, cook plus hunting rifle is like... I guess, actually, hold on. Let's have a look at the characters we have left. So you start with a pistol, a couple whiskey, and... okay, this one's not as good. My thinking was that maybe all 5 of these characters were super powerful because that's the only way I could win the game back before I knew what I was doing. Tesla gets to start with a cook and a gun. It's a little bit of a tricky gun to use, as I remember. Alexandra David Neal gets to start with a water buffalo and a dog. Remember, she promotes animals, not humans, so this is actually like a pretty good party. And Ada Lovelace starts with a British soldier and a pack animal and a hunting dog. And yeah, okay, so these are relatively powerful. Freya Stark might be the most powerful of the ones we have left. I'm predicting a narrow victory based on the way things have gone in the last couple. Alright, well, I mean, I guess let's go to the Defiled Desert. We can take advantage of our Bedouin at least, and Sister Etheline approached me while we waited. She had plans to visit abroad. Ah, bummer. Always hoping for the quest to deliver that guy's wife, you know. I do like desert regions in general. I know the sanity cost for travel can be high, and we're going to want to make sure we take quite a bit of water. I think mounting the camel will take 2 of its inventory spaces, so we can take this much water and still be able to do that. Alright, so let's look at our dice. We have a strong blue and a weak red, a strong green and a weak green, and of course this temporary weak green. So we don't have the dice necessary to take maximum advantage of our hunting rifle. We are not going to be examining this cave, but I do want to make sure we walk within 2 spaces of it so that we uncover it and get the exploration points. And I guess move to the far side of the desert. Anyway, like I was saying, the sanity costs for travel in the desert can be high, but I do like desert regions a lot for the fact that you get a lot of vision. There's fewer forests and mountains and stuff obscuring you, so you get these nice long sight lines. Okay, they're just going to give us free food. That's fantastic. So let's deliver our missionary. Get 2 standing. Recruit. Really? Our party is exactly half male and half female. Okay, well I'll take a female one, I guess, because we're definitely going to want to keep the cook, and we might not keep... honestly, we might not keep either of them. Alright, let's see what they have. Ooh. They have good stuff is what they have. We have quite a bit of garbage to trade. Honestly, I don't need any of these. I'm not married to those. I don't want to trade off the food, though, so maybe we're not getting something here. The drums are really powerful. I'm reticent to trade away the drums. Or to not get the drums off of them. We need the funding more than we need the fame. Although, I mean, this is 40 funds as well. Well, okay. It's not impossible that we could come back here with enough standing to, or at least with enough stuff to trade for standing, to still be able to trade this off of them. We'll see. But I think for now, this is the trade we're going to make. And then I will not rest. We're going to go -3 because we're going to hit a shrine at some point. We should be able to, I would think, maintain standing enough to trade for the Yeah, to trade for the thing. It is worth noting, by the way, that line of text refers to the fact that Adele Pobachet is racist, and that's something that we're going to have to deal with, because that's a bummer of a trait. Okay, I do think that it is time to discard some water, probably. I could have just dismounted the camel, I guess. What do I think? Is this likely to be a stone forest? We can't see enough of the territory around it to really know. We could just hit it on the way back. Alright, let's go over there, and we'll go over the hill so as to get a little bit more. Yep, it is in fact a stone circle. Well, reveal... There's one more village, isn't there? Okay. So we can come down to here and rest in the, rest at the oasis. That is awkward. This chasm is a really crappy shape and position. Everything about this is bad. Alright, if we play the drums, it'll move us up above the bad event threshold. Alright, so we're all talking about... Listen, I'll listen to your life stories once I feel like you're going to survive the adventure. Alright, we'll rest one more time. Giant bird on the first expedition. That's savage. That is brutal. I don't want to fight a giant bird. Okay. So we're never going to be in a better position to do this than we are right now, but it's probably just like a trader or something. Yeah, what the hell. Yep, trader. Okay. He's not showing us the good stuff, which is fine. We probably couldn't afford the good stuff. Honestly, we can't afford any of this. I don't know why I even went to trade with a trader. What was my plan here? Is there any chance that I get this off of him? I could trade him like the drums straight up. I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to do this. We could give him the jewels. Okay, we paid 10 for these jewels. To turn them around and use them as 20 value is not horrible. So we paid 10 for them. And then by paying another 10, we get 60 funds. Or another way to look at it is right now there are 30 funds in our inventory. So 30 funds plus whiskey equals 60 funds. I think this is a thing that's worth doing. Not having the whiskey is a little dangerous, but also I hate whiskey. You can trade it out for some food cans. It's so dangerous to use whiskey, especially early. Alright, yeah, I feel like that was an upgrade. We're going to come down here and we're just going to refill again. I maybe should have, used the drums. That was a little mistake. Okay. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be using the drums now that I know we're going to be going around here because I really don't want to aggro the giant bird. Yeah, let's go to full. Okay, 10 fame from a little bit of stargazing. Okay, I don't know. Wait a minute. All 6 of the spaces around that are impassable. That's crappy. Alright, let's do this. We'll get some vision of the surrounding area at least. Yeah, this sucks. Okay, so this is probably the pyramid right here. And it looks like we will not, in fact, be getting to this shrine unless these villagers have some dynamite for us. Oh wow, they're just gonna give us 4 mangoes? That's crazy. Let's recruit here as well. We're still at 2 standing. Just Bedouins, man. I was hoping, honestly, I would have taken another camel. I definitely would have traded out a Bedouin for a camel, no question. Ooh, cheaper elephant tusks. Actually, these native trinkets are not really very good. So we can trade off these and then use this stuff to buy the necklace at the first village. So there's no reason for us to rest here, right? We're just going to eat the mangoes as soon as we get out. Yeah. and dismount. And drop some water. We don't need that much water. Alright, I guess we just get this and get out of here. We can't visit the shrine. We don't have any way of getting to it. That's crazy. I've never seen a shrine spawn quite this way, especially not in an early expedition when you're likely to have no way of getting to it. So it looks like even though we took kind of an abbreviated trip here as far as objectives goes, we are not going to be anywhere near first place. This chasm really put a damper on that plan. Okay. We aggro the giant bird. I do not want to fight it, but we may be able to just run long enough for it to get bored. Yeah, it's not going to catch us. Aggroed for 5 days. Do I want to fight it, actually? So let's enter the village. Alright, we can get this from them for sure. By giving them... The meat's not very valuable. I'm trying to think. We're going to be able to stay at least once. So we may as well use the meat for trade fodder because we're not going to eat it. And then, like, the coca leaves can make up the rest of it. Do I want to trade back any of the stuff I gave them? Not really. A red mushroom can be a lifesaver in some circumstances. Maybe like this. And then keep 2 horn flutes for the possibility of the instrument collector event, or even like that, and keep all of the horn flutes. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. Okay, so we've not done poorly on loot. We don't have to sell this. We can trade it for fame because we have enough stuff. And then we rest here once. Ooh. Adele Popish's offensive manner did not escape the villagers' attention. Villagers, okay, that's not perfect. I do not want you to... I know she's a total dick, but I do not want you to murder my chef. Do I want to try to fight a giant bird? Giant birds have 18 health. So let's think about this for a second. If I mount up on the camel... Let's mount up on the camel, throw away the last slot of water because we don't need it. Then we'll have the camel's attack die for guaranteed 2 damage. Plus, possibly, eye and rifle for another 4 damage. And then a bunch of green dice that don't contribute damage. It would be better to try to roll Ripper Leap for 6 damage, plus rifle for 2, plus sword for 1. Or, honestly, kick, maybe. Because we'd have a green die left over. So we would definitely take at least 1 turn of him beating on us. But I think we can survive that. So I'm going to wait until he gets within range. We're going to go for this. And then 7 days, yeah, that doesn't prevent us from getting second. Alright, this is a little bit of a gamble. Okay, so we got hand, obviously hoof, and rifle. I'm actually hoping to roll mind here. Eye and mind are both good. Okay, keep that. Okay, so that's pretty good. So there's nothing we can do to stop the bird from getting a turn. We did not have that option. But we rolled this. This is 1 damage less than our optimal damage, but it also does give 2 points of shielding. He goes to 6. Okay, he rolled 2 beaks, which is harsh. But I think he's toast here. Yeah, that's got to be good enough, right? Okay, cool. And then we may as well trade this meat off because meat is removed. It spoils on the way back. So we may as well trade this meat for something that has permanent value. This is 25 value worth of meat. So we get 5 coca leaves. We get almost all these ropes. I mean, you use ropes for stuff. Whatever, I'll take 12 rope. That's fine. We'll figure out what we want it to be later. Okay, and I think we should not need to heal anybody. Actually, the camel's the only one who took damage. Yeah, we'll be fine. Alright, I think on the whole, that was very successful. I guess we'll try to... Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Keeping the extra Bedouin would not have been particularly helpful. Ooh, okay, well, hard to argue with that. Heavy Carrier is great, but Desert Explorer just dovetails too well with our existing traits. If you count having a Bedouin around as a trait. Gift, sell... And then these are actually worth more for in-mission trade. So I think we'll hold them for that. Okay. Well, there's a mission and a village there. As much as I like early temple, I think we're going to take advantage of our perks. Ah, instrument collector. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to have lots of money. And I think we're going to take Timster. Really, it's a choice between Soldier and Timster. Timster gives us an extra blue die, which makes our rifle better, significantly better. And actually gives us 2 extra blue dice because his hunting dog, who apparently is on board already, it's presumptuous, has eye, which is this is as good as a weak blue die for the purpose of using the rifle. Or we could take the soldier and double up on our XP, or double up on sanity from combat with soldier and cook. But it's way easier to find another British soldier than it is to find Timster again, who's a more specific character. So I think we're going to take him. And then we're going to buy some equipment. Really, the only sanity restoration we have available is whiskey. Fantastic. Alright, I think I'm not even going to take the whiskey. I don't want to be a part of that scene, man. I don't want to be in that game. So let's... Binoculars are a cool idea, but I don't think we're going to go for it. Let's take machetes. I mean, there might be... Do like this and then upgrade the saddle on the camel once. Yeah, deal. Alright. We're going to trust in the cook. Alright, obviously we have a little bit more inventory space than it looks like because we're going to be leaving the flutes in the ship. But that's good. I think those are worth like 25 funds each to the instrument collector, so we're already looking like we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm just not gonna mount up. That's fine. Do we really can't see anything? That sucks. Okay, let's run down here. So we're probably gonna be spending... Oh, wait. This is probably a stone head, yeah. Ooh, good loot. We have no natural standing, though. I hope I'm not going to regret this. I'm going to not take things. Well, we have a lot of trade value. We can get standing back. Let's take the stuff. Alright, so we're just going to eat the berries. And toss one of the water stacks. Yeah. Hopefully we'll not regret that. Path over the hill real quick just to get the vision. Rotten planks look like they could collapse at any moment. I tried to make the name. Wida. That's a strange name for a ship. Ferocious wildlife. That doesn't look that ferocious to me. Let's level up the cook. Just spend the level up point before combat, in case it matters. It turns out it's a single hyena. I had assumed it was going to be more than one. Alright, so that's lethal right there. And now all of a sudden we're like way overburdened. So we can cook and eat the meat rather than throwing it away. This is probably a mission. It just feels to me like the areas missions are built on usually. We can drop one more water. I don't want to go to no water though. Three slots still, Jesus. Alright, I'm going to toss the red mushroom. We have actual medical supplies now. A tooth and a pelt are both not very valuable. Maybe it's 12 ropes. It's 24 trade value, though. Yeah, let's drop the tooth. And I guess the hyena pelt. The hyena pelt is the next least valuable thing we have. Yeah. Alright, so I think that's probably the mission. Which means there's not a strong incentive for me to go there next. Except that I guess we need to be pretty careful about our sanity. Fair enough. Alright, let's stay overnight. I'm not gonna trade for his treasure map. Alright, so we'll do that. You know what? We will throw the jewels in here. There's no reason not to, right? Do I want to stay again? I could use my other bird feather for that. Meaning that we don't really have a lot of trade value anymore. I mean, I could throw a bunch of machetes at them. Well, not literally. That would be incredibly dangerous. Yeah, let's stay one more time. We heard peculiar sounds originating from the chapel. I will ignore those sounds. Okay. Let's leave. So this sure looks like a solid wall of rock. Okay, there's a couple of paths in. This is crappy. This is just crappy terrain. What is this down here? Hyenas? Well, it would be nice to get more stuff to trade to a village, even if fighting the hyenas would cost us a standing. This might be a village. It's near water and stuff. Yeah, let's go check out the hyenas first. I will intentionally path over the mountain, or the hill rather. Single hyena, unbelievable. Alright, take all. Level up the cook again. There we go. We actually have torches this time. Maybe I should have pathed over the hill, actually. Ooh. We only have... No, we have... Okay. We actually have a pretty good chance with the 3 dice. And, I mean, this sounds horrible, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if we lost the Bedouin. I'm gonna send him through. Alright, we got eyes. We got eyes on him. Everything's fine. After a few tense minutes, he emerged from the darkness. He had found the skeletons of a long-lost expedition. An omen, perhaps. Together with some valuable items they absolutely would not miss. Okay, well that's some stuff that's going to be hard to carry. So I'm going to toss the canvas. We really don't have a lot of use for canvas. Whiskey is valuable for trade. This tooth is less valuable for trade. I don't really want to throw away any of this stuff, but maybe it's the torches. I don't see any other caves, and the torches are the least valuable thing. I guess, like, it's torches versus hyena pelt. I guess it makes more sense to discard the hyena pelt. Alright, there's a giant bird. I think we can handle a giant bird, and giant birds have a lot of meat on them. Plus, you know, there's a hill to climb and vision to gain. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff down here. I'm glad I came down here. We should eat these before I forget. It's a shame we didn't quite get to pull the drums. Or didn't quite get to use the drums again. So... looking for eye, obviously. A hand to put with man would be good. Get a kick out of it. Okay, so masterful shot. And then we may as well do the claw, right? Because we could roll eye and pair it with sword, but I... Alright, so he has 4 health left. There's no way for me to do 4 damage to him. That's not true. I could dynamite his ass. That's actually... I should have done that. I should have thought about this earlier and used mind on that, because there was no way for me to get enough damage. But this is way better for our survival than eating a turn of his attacks, which would be pretty dangerous. So these are at 5 sanity each. And it costs enough to level her up that I don't... Oh no, we're at 10 sanity already, that's right. Okay, not too bad. So that might just be a stone circle. I guess let's find out. It's got a lot of stone forest around it, so... reveal... settlements, I guess? Okay, yeah, this is the village up there. Okay, there's a path behind the... sort of the curtain of mountains. So then what are you? Oh. Yeah, okay. Do I want to go fight a scorpion? It's like a pretty large scorpion. Makes it a little scary. Tim Timster observes me with wanton eyes. Alright, buddy. Take it easy. Desert heat does stuff to people. Apparently it makes them horny. Alright, so... probably the pyramid is not down here. I can't imagine where it would actually be if it was down here. But maybe we ought to be sure, just that I don't end up having to backtrack and then re-backtrack. Yeah, let's go to here. Plus, it's free to just stay at the overhang. Okay, yeah. Certainty is good. I'm not going to go out of my way to fight the scorpion. Because there's no reason not to play the drums. Because if we walk back here and then sleep under the overhang, that'll be enough time for them to recharge, so... Ooh. Dead natives. Tell me, where's this cave? Ooh, we can get to that. And we have the dynamite. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it because I think that the pumpkin lantern is pretty high value. It means you never have to worry about torches again. It's very convenient. Okay. So how much health? Oh, you only have 12 health. We can probably just rifle this guy out. Alright, Stinger's pretty valuable. I think we can dynamite from here. Cool. Oh yeah, our standing is super shot. I kind of forgot about that. Whatever, it's fine. I guess we'll just cook and eat the meat. We're going to waste a little bit of sanity, but... going to clear out that inventory space, and this is definitely the most efficient way of doing so. Okay. Giant spiders. So they only have 10 health. Oh, wow. We rolled II and still have mind available for using dynamite. They're not that dangerous, I guess. Maybe we didn't need to use the dynamite. So I'm going to get kick. Hold on. So we actually want to reroll this into mind, I think. Right? Because we could do Ripper Leap plus kick plus this eye can be for the rifle. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to keep I for rifle, plus these for Ripper Leap, plus these. Okay, not so good. That means that we didn't kill any of them? Yeah, there's no way to get any more damage out of this hand. Okay, it's only 3 dice. It's not so bad. And they focus their attacks in a very pleasant way. Alright, so let's go aimed shot from one of you. Again, we're looking for Ripper Leap. Okay, and then the dog can finish off that one, and there's our pumpkin lantern. Plus 20 funds worth of 20 fun spider legs. So many of them. And 9 meat. Jeez, man. We're gonna be okay. I have this feeling. So I think we have to discard 3 items. I think it's okay to discard the torches now, given that we have a pumpkin lantern. Jeez. Climbing gear? It's not really necessary for stuff. I'll say we don't have a lot of fame. But we have a tremendous amount of funding. You don't need a huge amount of fame early. So what? We probably have enough sanity. This is 90 sanity worth of meat. We don't really need to keep the whiskey. We do really need to find the damn pyramid, though. It's up here somewhere. Alright, I'm going to drop the whiskey. I think that's a sensible thing to do. Okay. So let's go up here and rest. Does it matter which space I actually rest in? Probably not. These 2 spaces should be roughly equivalent. Okay. Alright, I feel pretty good about this. This has been a good start. But now we're taking a very slow path through this adventure. Are we going to get last for sure? I wish it would show you the... We don't get to see the progress of the enemies. Sorry, our rivals. Yeah, we're almost certainly going to get last. Well, is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. So we're at neg 8. Neg 8 is where villages start sending out, like, kill squads. So that's weighing on my mind a little bit. I'm going to use this dynamite to deal with that village. Seems kind of horrible, but I'm very concerned about not being able to fight an infinite number of enemies. So we're just going to remove the problem. Okay, so this could be the... it could be the pyramid, but I think it's more likely to be a climbing shrine. Fortunately, we have all this rope. Alright, so I want to get up to here, I guess. We'll check out that cave, because there's no reason not to, now that we have an infinite torch. Yep, climbing shrine. Alright, what kind of climbing shrine are you? A volcano shrine. We'll get it on the way back. On the way out. Okay, I'm actually kind of running low on meat. We gotta find the pyramid like pretty quickly. Ooh, do I want to chance this again? We're getting to a point where, well, he does only have one inventory. He only has 1 carrying capacity, so if we lost him, it wouldn't be the end of the world, like carrying capacity wise. Yeah, let's go ahead and send him in. Plus, we have 3 dice that have eyes on them. It's like pretty likely that we'll succeed. All right, what do we got? Ooh, okay, lots of stuff. In fact. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot of spaces left. It's down here. Dollars to donuts. Which is kind of a weird phrase, I'm realizing now that I'm hearing it in my head. I'm just going to go for it. We don't have enough sanity to really screw around. I kind of thought that we were going to find it a lot quicker. In fact, we're like in a lot of danger. There we go. Alright, so play the drums, enter the pyramid. Okay. So we can't get back to the mission. Can we get back to the overhang? Just barely cannot. Alright, let's make a run for the overhang, fill up completely at the overhang, and then make the run for the mission. I think we should be able to do that. We're gonna eat one step of low sanity and then a rest in a low sanity situation. Oh, actually, we're not gonna eat. Oh my god, no. Okay, Adele got an infected wound. That's actually, as far as consequences for low sanity go, very gentle. And then we can use our drums to get out of catastrophic sanity before we rest. Oh no, Timster and... Okay, well, we're definitely going to try to arrest this guy, because again, if he's the one who leaves, it's not a big deal. And hey, we even managed to pass the check. The pair simmered down, but there lingered an air of hatred. Yeah, so it goes, you know. Listen, they don't have to like each other, they just have to obey. Okay, so this should take us to 90. It's good enough for me. Alright, so now we can make it, just barely, to the mission. Where we can afford to trade for a stay a couple of times. And then that'll get us back to the ship in one piece. And we're just gonna have to eat the fact that we got a very late finish. But it's fine, I think we really came out ahead on this. Alright, enter the mission. Okay, so we can just trade bird feathers again. Do I wanna... Nah, let's not push it. I will not drink the whiskey, let's not risk it. Hold up. Actually, hold on. Before I say this, what does it take for us to get back? Just a little bit more. Do I want to take 2 steps at low sanity or trade a bird feather? Well, actually, we can trade... Let's trade him 3 climbing gear. Because the bird feather we can trade for... or we can just keep for other stuff. We don't need this much climbing gear. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, and the bird feather trade clears an inventory space. Yeah, there's no situation where... The only situation where it makes more sense to trade this is if I'm planning to use the bird feather for the fame. Which I'm not, obviously. Okay, deal. Alright, now we will go. Okay. Well, that was pretty successful. We didn't get a lot of fame out of this run. Oh, I didn't. Because by the time I figured out where the pyramid was, we didn't really have the sanity to go back for it. I don't know. Not taking it might have been the right idea, especially given how the entire area around the pyramid is flammable. If we had started up some volcanoes here, we might have paid a serious price for that. Oh wait, go back to Expedition. Level up Timster before we go. Alright, and we did really, really well. Remember that not only do we have all of the funding from the stuff in our inventory, but we have the funding from the 3 flutes that we're going to give to the instrument collector. So 452 is not an awesome score to have right now, but I feel like we're doing well. Okay, so extra red dye is not bad. That's actually fairly compelling. But our score is in kind of a crummy place, and anthropology is a good way of shoring that up, so I think we're going to go for that. All 3 of those perk choices were perfectly reasonable, though. Fresh Air Fanatic in particular is probably pretty good on a desert-focused explorer because you have so many opportunities to rest outside. Alright, so sell. We'll keep this for in-mission trade, I guess. And sell. It's a shame we couldn't take Black Marketeer, because we're about to be very rich. Alright, well that's going to be it for the beginning of Freya Stark's adventure. Come back next time, tomorrow, for some more desert fun. That looks like a pretty compelling region. And we'll see you then.